Sinday News and the Sunday Special, which is just the games we played, like new games, older games, all that sorts of stuff. This one game that we're playing is more of like a sucker punch, though. So let's get into this, guys. Let's get into this. So if you do remember a few days ago on last Sunday on a little talk show, I did talk about Mr. Beast, about how the allegations that were coming at him with, you know, with the people they hired, the person in particular that you do know, Ohio. Funny part is they're you know, like they got their name for a reason. There's context to that. There's no context to that. So, you know, be very wary on that. I'm pretty sure you guys know what the context is to that right now, so I'm not going to even go into that because it's pretty kind of it's kind of bad. So he did post this right here. He said, over the last few days, I've become aware of serious allegations that Ava Tyson's behavior online, and I'm disgusted to oppose such unacceptable acts. During that time, I've been focused on hiring independent third party to conduct a thorough investigation to ensure I have all the facts. That said, I have said enough online and taken immediate action to remove Ava from the company, my channel, and any associated with Mr. Beast. I do not condone or support any inappropriate actions. I will allow independent investigators, blah, 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 blah. So he hired his own investigators. And so this is the investigation. So he hired, so basically to summarize this in dummy terms, everybody. They are innocent. I, Sinday Lion, have done an investigation on myself. I did not take them cookies. That was not a cookie right now. I just found it on the floor, okay? So he actually posted this right here. The conclusion. Everybody else is like, so a third party comes to investigate, withhold information. I mean, everyone is like, dude, in all honesty, you hired a third party to prove that you're innocent. Of course they're going to say you're innocent because you hired them to say you're innocent. So that, guys, that doesn't do anything. That doesn't do a single thing. Next on the Sinday News. As you are aware that a certain squirrel had to or Peanut that passed away because of what happened in New York. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not a big fan of people, or not a fan of people, but I'm not a fan of the people who are running the government in New York. I'm also very disappointed in the, like, you know, animal control. Like, in all honesty, like, oh my god. And you know what's funny, chat? I think animal control just overall is just shit. 100%. Like, I had like, we had skunk, like two skunks. It was skunks in our neighborhood. We call animal control, bro. They drag their feet and don't do shit. Oh, but when some person like rats on about something like on the internet, it's about someone having fun with this little animal. Animal control is just going out of their way to, like, you know, go like full SEAL Team 6. The squirrel, and you know the thing is, the reason why they justified them doing that is because it attacked one of the workers for that. But they've had the squirrel for so long. Like, if you guys know anything about like rabies, which, you know, for where I work, I do know everything about rabies. So, you know, there's also that. So I honestly feel like, you know, that's a poor justification for that right there, in all honesty. Like, guys, if that squirrel had rabies, it would already be dead. 100% honest with you, it would already be dead. Because animals that have rabies don't live long. The only way rabies is really, you know, spread to another animal is if they had interacted with the animal or the animal's carcass or the you know, droppings from said animal. That is how it, like, really goes over. Like, it's kind of sad though that this happened. And unfortunately, the woman named Monica spoke out after being wrongfully blamed for this. So now the internet is just going after a random person talking about this kind of stuff. And it was not, and this was the one who allegedly, but there is no proof of them doing that. As of right now, I do not know if this would change later on. But as for the comments though on here, did say, you know, there were some people that was already like, there was like another name that I saw. But yeah, no, like wrongfully like blame for Peanut's death for the call, for that call, which, oh my god. I feel so bad for the people who are you know, connected to Peanut, because not only they took Peanut, they also took the raccoon too, but I don't think the raccoon was like, you know, like taken out like how Peanut was. Like, oh my god. And again, their justification for like, hey, you know, this animal attacked this person. You know, in all honesty, if you are taking an animal, because it's like a kid, like, you know, someone just comes in there, takes the kid. I mean, you know, and plus it's an animal, it's going to defend itself. It's like, I don't know who you are. Who be this person trying to touch me right now? You know what? I'm gonna mess him up. He trying to touch me. He invade my space, and I don't know him. What do you think is gonna happen after that? It's gonna attack. Like, it's gonna like say, hey, no, Scratch, don't you touch me. Don't you get that dirty hand away from me, mister. You know, it's gonna go like that. On other parts of the Sunday news, BioWare has confirmed that they're making a new Mass Effect. Oh yeah, that was it always knocks the breath out of me every time, but not in a good way, as you can see from my response right there. Yep. So BioWare is making a Mass Effect after the shit that's going on right now. Unfortunately, though, for a little bit of a add-on for this right here, because this is, I think, the last one that we have to talk about this, if I recall. Yeah, this is yeah, that's pretty much it right there. They chose the bad time for this, in all honesty. Like, they have to actually go with the system that they've made. I don't know how many of you guys played like any you know, the BioWare, like, but Mass Effect games that came from BioWare back in the day. Let me see, when was the last one that actually, you know, it's going to take a while because I think they made it quite a few, because this is 5. If you guys remember, like, when was the first Mass Effect, like, but you know how it was always kind of like, you know, okay or good. You know, they have the DEI, you know, initiative put into their system, so there's already that going on. So this is not looking kind of good though for the new Mass Effect game. However, with current developments that happened right now, I know a lot of people do not like the outcome that happened, but there's some stuff that I honestly do agree on. With government entities supporting smaller initiatives like DEI, meaning the DEI that, you know, like Sweet Baby, that would get, you know, money from the government, has officially now ran out. They're out of business. It's what they call, you know, that's going to be outdated, but I'm just going to do this one last time for just a good old hoo-wah shake because it's fun. It's Joe Over. Yeah, it's Joe Over. They got no more money. They gain no more money from the U.S. government. But if you always do remember the Dragon Age Veilguard, you know, it's you know, that game. Apparently the sales are also not looking too good on it as well. And it's from BioWare, so it's not looking good for anybody. And it's crazy too because BioWare also has that stuff going on where if you are like just straight in general, you would be like kicked out, harassed, all that kind of stuff, you know, like false allegations of this and this and this right here. And now that DEI is no longer getting funding from the US government and people are now starting to see that they're just more of an annoyance than anything, it's not looking kind of good for them right now. It's looking kind of bad, looking kind of sad, I'm not gonna lie. But that is their own design. And a little thing though that I should add on to that for a little bit of a like, you know, little you know, the little guy with the pepper that goes like, you know, like puts it on that sirloin like that, like all majestic like the magician. is that now, you know how people get a shadow ban, like Fifi and other people that I know and follow me back. I know they get shadow bans. So now places like this right there, because it's you know, it has to be justified for the reason. Like they have to cite their sources. Like, you know how when you have to cite your sources on an essay, if you got inspiration from this, you know like that stuff from school, they have to cite it now. They have to cite where the ban, when the ban, blah 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 blah, and you know the rule that was, you know, hit by it. You know, like it's all that kind of stuff right there. Other parts, unfortunately, coming back to the Three Stooges, this one is Logan. Logan has called out Ludwig for claiming he didn't drink Prime, alleging that he fills his personal bottles with water. I saw the video. I'm not going to play it for you guys because it is him just like my like, dude, chat, Cubs of all like followers and subscriptions and all that kind of stuff. I'm gonna be honest with you. Logan Paul is a fucking imbecile, in all honesty. That's why I call him a stooge, one of the Three Stooges. Like, dude gets so angry at Ludwig for that. And then, you know, he says, oh, when, like, Ludwig was also, he was cheating. Why was he going into my bottle and all that kind of stuff? You know, like, he gets so angry, so defensive that it almost makes you think, like, you know, he, like, Ludwig slept with his wife. Like, dude, in all honesty, that's how angry he got. Like, wow. That was interesting right there. Again, I'm not going to play that because I just want to save you guys some brain cells. You know, like, it's kind of funny right there, not going to lie. Kind of sad, too. And I'm just going to say this, though. Logan Paul says, I drink my own product. Blah, 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 blah. Well, bro, let me think. Remember that like little that Mr. Beast games that they had like a while back? I don't know if you remember that. Why would they, you know, bring you back in and then you do something so fucking dumb and then go back out and all that kind of stuff? Because and it's like, you know, it's those three, you know, like Mr. Beast and Logan, KSI and all that. They're going to do that, you know, just to get, like, you know, their attention. Like, why you think they focus on a few people and all that, you know? Because that's where their content goes to. Like, that's who they appeal to. It's that kind of shit. It is. It's like, why would they make him go so far and then just to do something like that? No, again, that's my little tinfoil hat theory right there. Take it if you must, but again, just think about it. Either way, he had that on him and they give that to him, and it's like, you know, it's just like the tinfoil hat theory. It's like, why would they do that? You know, why would they push him so far, you know, to do that kind of stuff, like with the water, with the, you know, filling in that Prime bottle? Because I honestly feel like he won't drink his products. And here's my challenge, though, to you, one of the Three Stooges, I guess you're number 2, Logan Paul. If you say you don't drink your own product, film yourself going into like one of the stores, buying that product immediately after you check out, and drink it. If you do that and not edit a single thing on there, you once you pay for it, you get it, you drink it, and that's it. Like right there, right after you do the checkout, and you already say, oh, nope, it's yours now, and then you drink it. Not editing any of that shit. Because if you edit that shit, I honestly feel like you did fill it with water. 100%. But if you do that, you drink it straight out, then I'll fucking believe you. I have a monster drink, LOL. You know, that just reminded me, Wells. They also have a Prime energy drink too. And this is the, you know, and this is the other thing too with like that. Like, I mean, like I drink energy drinks too, like, you know, it's the mix though. It's the Buck Up. I usually use that for like a pre-workout, you know, every now and then, but I don't use it all the time. I use it when I'm like kind of tired and I still dedicated. I need to work out just to give myself that little extra boost, but I don't do it too often because it's like having too much of that in your system is bad. I drink 1 a day for work. Oh yeah, and just give you the boost though. But I usually don't like. Oh, honestly, when I do that, I usually drink every once in a while. Like, I probably drink it like once, twice a week, maybe 3 times a week, depending on how busy the week was, and that's it. It's just how I usually try to, conserve as much energy and not try to do something stupid. I will say this though about the energy drink though for from Prime though. The one thing that I know I always talk shit about them is because when you look at the hydration for Prime and then you look at the energy drink for Prime, guys, it like show that to a kid that's like 7 or 8 or like, their brain's not fully developed, and all that kind of stuff. They're going to not know the difference. 100%. You show them, they're going to it's going to be a flip of the quarter right there, heads or tails. That is what's more concerning because they look exactly the same, and the colors too. They make them look all like, ooh, it's so colorful. It has to be fun and good for you. It's like, dude, really? You guys are really going to be pushing that stuff on the kids, and you have that. And then this guy has a kid. So again, I call him one of the 3 stooges right there for a reason, and that is going to stay. On other news, we got this dummy again. I honestly, it's crazy. I talk about this guy more often than not, and I think I don't know, he's like the punchy bag of the internet, as I said. But the kick streamer, probably gonna be former kick streamer very soon. Johnny Somali was banned from leaving South Korea and is now facing a 10-year sentence. Well, shit. That goes to the saying: you fuck around, you find out right there. I don't want to talk about him that much, chat, mainly for the fact that I don't want to give him any kind of more like attention than he needs, because those are what the people like him want. But this is a good lesson right there. Don't do this shit because, patience, in all honesty, from a lot of countries right now with the nuisance streaming is getting kind of annoying, and now they're taking legal action against this. So if you want to go and do something stupid, expect to spend 10 years in a prison. So that's going to be fun. Every time that I see him, he's always getting beat up. Like, every time he gets on, it's like he's like more and more beat up. I honestly feel like he'll go on his next stream like on the wheelchair in a full like all bandaged up, like how Squidward was in SpongeBob, like all bandaged up on that little like remote control like wheelchair. I don't know if you guys remember that episode. I honestly feel like every time I see him, he's going to go at a point where he's going to be right there, full on that like mummy wrap right there, and it's just like, hey guys, and then as he's trying to run away like 2 miles per hour, and then dude. And this is a lesson, chat. If you want to get famous, this is not the way. There are other ways. You can be nice, you can be very social, you can be very talkative and all that. If you're quiet for like 8 hours on a stream and you stream for like 12.5 hours, but majority of it's all silence, like you're staring into the void and the void is not staring back, but you feel like it is. There you go. You guys got to talk more or do like shorter streams. The other thing is personality. Now, I know some of you guys go say, yeah, personality, wink. And it's like, no. Well, I mean, you're not wrong, but like, guys, like, you gotta have like, you gotta go in there like all happy and all that, just for them to have like the good vibes. Be more engaging. That is it. Be more engaging. Most of the time I talk like this, 100% of the time, mainly for the fact that I usually tend to use these, or if I ever have the time, to use these on YouTube videos. So there you go. That's a bit of a tip right there. Be more engaging. Talk to, like, if you're talking to like 20 or 30 people right there. Always do that, because you can use this as a YouTube video if you don't have the engagement on Twitch. Because again, a certain somebody has been helping me out with streaming, and also gaining, kind of helping me out understanding a lot more stuff, because I've never done streaming and, this right here. So I just monologuing to yourself helps. It does. It does. It really does. So that's my little bit right there for you guys. Do not be a nuisance streamer. There are other ways to do that. I think I rest my point right there. Not to do that. Everybody has turned against Ludwig. Because Ludwig, they did this little thing right here where they predicted Donald Trump was going to win. And good old-fashioned, really quick, the internet has now turned on him. I'll be honest with you. I was not, like, the only reason why I want to talk about this is because one, this was kind of funny, but kind of sad at the same time right here. Like, guys, are you really going after a baby hippo? Are you serious? Also, what the fuck is that screenshot? What the fuck? That was me hitting my head on my mic right there, chat. God damn it. Yeah, that, I don't know, like, I mean, he wasn't wrong, in all honesty. You can't get angry at the baby hippo. Also, it's a baby hippo. Look at that face. Would that face, like, lie to you, chat? No, that face is the one that tells you the god-awful truth right there. It's also saying to give me pizza right now, chat. Give me pizza. On other bits of news, if you happen to have seen the VTuber After School Sophie, well, I'm just gonna be honest with you. Yeah, I mean, like, dude, you kind of like, okay, so again, as I said, like, okay, so this is where you fuck around too much, and then this is the chart of you finding out. So it's right here, that high of, you fuck around, and it's really hard on the far side of you finding out. So you could say it's, I mean, you guys know what I'm trying to say. They found out, and this was the outcome. Alara also covered that too. After the clip, Sophie 100% knew what these words were. They were advised not to use them and told why. It also was crazy too that her chat was also saying not to use that stuff too. But you want to know what she did? She doubled down on it. I'm not going to play it, chat, but this was the clip. I can't play it. I'll be honest with you. I cannot play this clip because she says a lot of stuff that Twitch will most likely omae wa mu Shinday Yumi if I were to play it. But she did say that she is sorry for what she did. I truly didn't realize how much meaning behind these words were. That's a fucking lie. She knew what those words were. Plain and simple as that. After I was talking with a lot of people, I realized how ignorant I was, and I needed some time to rethink and reflect. Wow, that's crazy. That's just like when, like, a murderer has happened and the guy that killed the person that was innocent, I was just picking up some apples for their apple pie. Chat, again, moral story of this, I didn't eat dinner yet, so I'm hungry. So, like, you're probably going to be expecting a lot of food analogies for a good while. Especially on YouTube side when this gets put on there. I do apologize on that. But she knew what she was doing. She 100% knew what she's doing. And she doubled down on it. She really did. There are other content creators that have covered this. I will try to find the links for them to put them in on YouTube side. So if you do want to check them out, I'm not going to put that on my channel. I'll be 100% honest with you. I do not want to get that heat. But I want you guys to be informed on what happened. And it's crazy too, because a lot of people said, hey, you shouldn't be doing this. And she immediately was just like, okay, like kind of just doing it anyway. And she was saying, oh, it was from a rap song that was requested that had some explicit. Okay, so that's the other thing. You don't have to sing along with it. Also, second thing is, why would you allow something like that? The moderator, that, like, I have a song request on, but it has to go through a moderator to double check it to make sure it's appropriate for Twitch and YouTube. There you go. And if you know you can't do that, just get your own playlist that you know is safe if you don't have the moderators online active all the time. There you go. And the funny part is, she realized that she got in trouble because she said that and was doing this. And now she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I just want to make money. Maybe you shouldn't have done that. Maybe you shouldn't have done that. Because not everyone's going to have you on that like lens. And unfortunately, you know how the VTuber space is. If you get caught with your hand in the cookie jar, they're going to distance themselves from you. They're not going to want to interact with you at all anymore. That is it. You get caught like with your hand in the cookie jar doing something that you know is not right. You're going to get in trouble. And a lot of people are not going to want to associate with you anymore. And then that's it. You did all that work for nothing. Meanwhile, on the internet, the Pokemon Romantic Collection figure box is now available for pre-order. It looks very nice, not gonna lie. I would definitely go for this, but it's too cute. And I know a lot of people are gonna be like, Sin, why do you have something like this? Because it looks fucking cool and cute. I have spoken. I don't care what some of you guys say. I'm more of like wanting to get number 5 right there. The Alola form of Vulpix right there. That one is the one I want to get. But which one would you guys want to get? Feel free to put it down, you know. Meanwhile, on the internet, President of Nintendo announces successor to the Nintendo Switch will be backwards compatible. I don't know how I feel about this. The fact that they put this. Kind of crazy. Very crazy. I mean, so does that mean can we play Pokemon title games that you guys came out before the Switch? Or is it going to be from Switch games from the first generation if you make a Switch 2? That I have to keep an eye on. So I expect this to be probably covered in a later segment, guys. But how do you guys feel about this? You know, would you like to see like older games, like older Legend of Zelda, older Pokemon titles come into the Switch? Because I would definitely love to see that. Meanwhile, on the internet, GTA 6 is still on track to release in fall of 2025, given to us by our sources at Discussing Films. And there's a lot of other sources too that have confirmed this as well. So I'm definitely looking forward to this. This game is set in Florida, if I recall, so it's going to be very, very fun. Unfortunately, we have to wait a whole year. Oh, I mean, in all honesty, I kind of figured it was going to happen because, you know, holiday sale. But meanwhile, on the internet, vtuber Academia has gotten overwhelmingly demand on all packages from this point of the year and will have to be put on waitlist for the following year. This is a massive W, and it shows that a lot of people are willing to try to better themselves in content creation and learn from pros. Massive W to all of you guys that are going for that. And meanwhile, on the internet, we have Scooby-Doo. The prophecy has come true. I wanted to put this right here because this was very cute and I loved it. This is so cute. I think you guys need a little cute every once in a while. There you go. We got our Scooby-Doo with our Scooby snacks. And that, ladies and gentlemen, has concluded the Sunday news segment, or the little news talk show that we usually like to do, as well as me informing you guys for a little stuff here and there. Again, usually when this gets put out on time of me doing the live stream and editing, that's when it's already like new stuff has come out. So information might not always be up to par. Just keep that in mind.